Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast featuring me, your host, LobsterDust. Also featuring my delicious host, Locarthemanbeast. How you doing, buddy?
Happy Monday, people.
Happy Monday, people.
Happy fucking Friday, dude.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, what a week. What a interesting week. Interesting. There's been a lot of things going on this week.
There's been some things.
There's been some things. Not all of them are even video game related.
No. I almost tried to put like one of the gauze bandages on my ear before the pod, but you wouldn't have seen it.
Man, I've been watching like a bunch of videos, people doing breakdowns and stuff like that, like how the way like he like turned specifically at a point, and like they have this like video from someone had put in a video from the back, and it has it slowed down and it shows his ear like ripping apart from like the bullet like passing through it or whatever. I was like, man, too bad it was just an ear. Like we could have had serious like Big Boss, like Solid Snake stuff if he like lost an eye and shit. Like Trump comes in like,
Trump with an eye patch.
with an eye patch. Fucking scar across his face.
He lost one eye. Dan Crenshaw is named as his fucking running mate. They put their heads together. They see with two eyes.
Illuminati.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had, what was it? Cloud Strike go down, kill us all today.
Yeah,
man,
that was wild. I didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah, well, did you see the thing where it's like everyone went down except for Southwest Airlines, I guess, or whatever? It's like that's because Southwest is still running off of like Windows 3.1,
Commodore 64 at some server in an Albuquerque garage.
Oh man, it's getting wild out here.
Yeah, right. He's all shit's going down. I was like, huh? He's like, what was it? Cyber strike,
Cloud Strike.
Cloud Strike.
Yeah.
He's like, Cloud Strike went down. I was like, I have no clue what that is. And he's like, it's big. I was like, okay. He's like, it's like all hands on deck at work. I was like, all right, well, good luck with that. And then Cliff, like 2 minutes later, he's like, Skynet's attacking. And I was like, okay, all right. And then like somebody called, they're like, are you up? I was like, what? And they're like, mercy, the whole system's down, like almost all of Northern California. I was like, what? They're like, possibly the whole United States. I was like, what? Whoa, what is going on? So then I gotta get back. I was all, hey, remember that cloud thing you were talking about? What was that? And he's like, they're like the leading like global security
For the United States
online presence. And I was like, for like the globe. And I was like, oh, that explains why. He's all, yeah, everybody's like systems down. And then like he sent me the thing, and then I read another like little article about it, and it's like basically just like someone fucked up an update.
Yeah, basically
like a line of script.
Yeah,
but puts a glaring hole on like how fucking vulnerable and weak everything really is.
Do you know how easy it is to fuck up a script too? It's accidentally putting like an extra
the butterfly effect is just a guy like fat thumbing.
Exactly. All he did was just add one extra like backslash or something, and the whole system goes down. What? Like, why is it that easy? Oh my God. It's so
China's been trying to infiltrate us for years. All they had to do is make someone sneeze while coding.
Oh man. It was funny to watch the whole derailment. You know, the CEO of that company, it like used to be like one of the top guys from McAfee. So I mean, there's kind of a, you know, there's a trail you can follow back to being like, maybe we should use this.
Fucking what a legend.
God, I miss John McAfee. What an absolute Chad. Do you remember that video he put out like 12 years
How
ago?
to uninstall?
Yeah, I don't
and cocaine.
Yeah, he's like, I don't fucking know. I haven't worked for the company in years. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, what a fucking G.
Yeah. And then he Epsteined, right?
He got a tattoo that said, "I didn't kill myself," and then killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I saw some. See, the thing I hate about Twitter is like I start like some like shit that like I definitely don't believe, but I'm like, it's a good read. And then that's all my page is.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like the algorithm's too algorithmic because I get shit that's like John McAfee found alive in Argentina in a brothel.
Yeah.
And like shit like that. And like there's always a part of me that's like, no way. And then I realize like just like what my algorithm is. It's like, that's not real.
Yeah, see, I gotta be careful. Like I try to consistently have private browsing open. Not for all the pornography, but just to like kind of reduce cookies and extra stuff. It doesn't matter though. Have you ever seen that video with that guy? He's like, we're gonna test and see if Google like is listening to you constantly as long as you have an open mic or whatever it comes out to. And so he like holds up a card. He's like live streaming or whatever. He holds up a card and it just says dog food. He's like, I haven't said this once today. I haven't done anything about this. So he's like opening up different browsers and stuff to like look at ads, and they're just random, whatever type of ads. And he's like, okay, now we're going to use the cue card. And he starts talking. He's like, oh, I got my dog. I just need to find the best food for him. Da, 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 da. He's just talking to us. He's not on anything. Everything goes down, and he opens up like a web browser, and like the first couple pages he scrolls down, ads for dog food. Like it's wild how bad.
Today, weirdly enough, we were talking about there's a patient that was coming down for Fournier's gangrene,
okay,
which is a special kind of gangrene that basically collects around your asshole and your gooch and your taint area, and it just like eats the flesh away from down there.
Nice.
And like, I just saw gangrene. I'm like, it's gangrene. It's a pelvis. I bet you I know probably where it is. And then the guy I was trading, he's like, what's Fournier's gangrene? I was like, I don't know. And like, just him saying, what's Fournier's gangrene? And then maybe once I said it on the phone, not on my phone, on like the work phone. Like, we're doing for this, we need contrast. The first thing I was like, I don't know. I pulled up my Google search bar right here. It was already like the first thing. I pressed F, it auto-completed Fournier's gangrene.
Yeah, dude.
It's not even subtle anymore. It used to be subtle where they'd like, you'd be like in like a targeted ad or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's way too. Also like Google Pixel. So like when I search things now in Google, and I don't know if you've seen this or not, they have like an AI thing, whatever this AI, every time I like want to check something or like look for something, there's an AI, like if it's a question, like if I type in what is something, an AI will generate a question based off of that and then show links. Instead of it used to be the day it was like, it would just show links. Like now the AI generates like a whole information base for you and like pulls specific ads and things, or not ads, but like.
I don't like that.
And then I saw a video of like a ballerina dancer and like AI generation, and it's like a third leg comes out of the side and like leans over, and someone's like, we're probably okay with AI still, guys.
But don't you think that like AI would put a stupider AI out there to keep us
stupid in the dark?
Like, no, it's okay. You think
that veil?
You think Chat GPT, fucking like GPT-3, is like where it ends?
No.
You think there's not like GPT-7 already?
Oh,
because the supercomputer has been like working on it on its own, like not even prompted.
Well,
like we must get smarter. Well, I believe it's there.
We've also talked about that before, right? Where it's like, this is what we have. What does governments or like back companies and like intelligent people on the back end, like what do they have? So
yeah, I'm not fucking buying that for a second.
Not for a second. I got
the cheap like Discord AIs that's like, oh, look, I made my dog into a superhero. Yeah. Like that's like what everybody's like common denominator. But like if you just like even like the little, ooh, am I good?
You're fine.
Okay, ooh, it lagged on my end for a second.
Did it?
Like even just the script version of ChatGPT, like when I was just playing with it, and I think that's like 2.5.
Yeah,
it's not even like because I didn't pay for the 3. Even that, like when you actually like dig in and have it do stuff, we probably already talked about this, but I had it do like a standard operating procedure for how to deal with patients over our table weight limit, 300 pounds. And it gave like a full hospital breakdown that you could easily submit to my directors, and they'd be like, this is very well thought out. And that's not even like the good one.
Cliff's entire company has people from the Philippines just using ChatGPT to write medical blogs for other companies. Like Cliff has said specifically, he's like, I get their blog posts that we're supposed to post on, and I'm looking at it like, just something about that just seems odd. And then it's like you pump the same prompt into ChatGPT and it just generates the same fucking prompt. It's like, oh, and like that's the thing. That's like how much, I don't want to say misinformation, fake news, but like
what?
You know what I mean? Like there's if AI is just taking all of the information and then just kind of like sticking it all together and then like
and choosing which ones to give you.
Yeah. Or what they feel is like, well, average wise, this article with these specific words have popped up so many times that has to be the main majority of it. Right. So if you write something enough times or you put something out there enough times, then the AI will just be like, well, that's just an average base. That has to be the truth.
Then you have basement trolls with fucking their own little bots just writing script.
Exactly. Man.
And then we don't even have control over it.
Where did we go?
Who can write the most bots?
What happened? Where did we go, man?
Remember the good old days when bots were just used to fucking keep yourself logged into Final Fantasy 14?
Man, remember when bots were just there to fucking help farm NFTs?
Remember when bots were a fucking paperclip that would come up and give you helpful tips on how to write better?
Clippy.
You miss that motherfucker? I do.
I don't miss it. I miss it now.
I miss him randomly popping up and you're just like, oh, that's a nice treat. I don't need your help, but thank you.
No, because he didn't pop up like in ways where it was like, oh, he's just off to the side. There's that guy. He would like middle of my screen. Like, you seem like you don't know how to fucking write English. Would you like help here? No, man.
Man, you took that shit too personal. We were in the fucking 4th grade. Of course I need help writing English. I'm doing English homework right now, Clippy. Get on it. God, where was AI when we were in school? Can you imagine being just a fucking high school English teacher? Like, I don't know how to combat this. The kids are smarter than you.
Man, I don't think I want to really know, but how dope would it be to be like a teacher right now?
How dope?
Yeah. Like knowing that kids are going to try and pull things and like they're going to use AI and stuff. So I've seen people, what they do, they start doing prompts, right? They write prompts and stuff like that. And inside of the prompt, they'll be like, oh, here's whatever is happening. Like I was reading, this teacher was doing this. They'd write a prompt and then in a space between the next paragraph, they would write something saying, Shrek likes dinosaurs that have blah, blah, blah. And they would turn it white and they would shrink the size down super small. So it wouldn't look like it was in the prompt. So when they would get their essays back from their students or whatever, if somewhere in the essay it talked about Shrek out of nowhere, they would know that ChatGPT was used for writing their essay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be failing kids.
That's given a lot of credit. Like, think of the teachers we had.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You think they're keeping up with this technology curve?
Hell no. We still went to school in a day when like teachers had issues using cell phones. They're like your parents. You're like, all right, what? They had the big fucking numbers on it and stuff.
Jitterbugs.
Yeah, exactly. Our teachers were from the old school generation days where like their learning was on typewriters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's like, if I was a teacher, it's like, how much could I fuck with kids to see how far they'd be willing to go to like be honest, or if they would just take the short end, because I feel like that's one of the issues that we have right now is like the intelligence of what the newest generation, like I'm fucking stupid, you know what I mean? And when I'm old, I need someone with more intelligence to help run my life at a certain point, you know what I mean? What are you fucking opening?
So I've been
15 minutes of fucking crinkle paper. God damn.
I didn't know you could hear.
I'm so loud.
I've been sitting here trying to get like a sick. I got a little drunk and I bought some magic cards, and I was trying to get a sick pull. And if I got like a sick pull, I was gonna be like, "Did you have that in your bingo?" But so far, it's just a lot of my bad. My bad. I didn't realize you could hear that.
It was so loud. It was so loud. The first couple packets, I was like, oh, maybe you're just trying to like take something off of like 3D prints or something like that.
One of them, I sat there for. You can probably see my face.
Oh God.
All right, hey, that bit's over. We won't include that in bingo. We will. Not that we're even playing bingo.
No, we're not playing bingo anymore. Aaron's given up.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like 4 more episodes before bingo happens. We're gonna have to
must suck to suck. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. I got a bunch of card packs because I was a little drunk, and then like I was gonna open them. I was like, how sick would it be if I pulled something tight? And But then I've probably gone through $100 worth of just nothing. So
yeah. Remember when you were really into Magic? What happened that?
You want to look at it? All right, I mean, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped.
I imagine you just having boxes and boxes of Magic cards now and still not a single deck built.
No. Nah. I was talking to Josh the other day, and I was like, man, I got the itch bad, and I started like buying shit. And he's like, sick, like what are you gonna play? And I was like, oh, I just like looking at them. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I mean, like, I'm not gonna like play with anybody up here. And honestly, I still like every time. So here's the thing. Every time I think I understand it, I'm like, okay, I got this. I like look and I see something on a card. I'm like, huh, what's that? And then I look and then I realize like there's it just based off that, another 10 things that I still don't understand. I don't understand how anybody understands it.
Have you seen that video? The guy is like, if you can guess the card, you can keep it. And then people just like
all the time
rifle off like information. He's like, yes, no, yes. And they just say the card and he's like, here you go. And it's like,
you know how absurd that is?
Yeah. I'm like, out of the amount of Magic cards that exist in the world, like people are able to like, just like, oh, is it artifact? Oh, okay. Is it a 1 mana cost? Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
That's white people autism. That's real white people autism. That and trains.
That's exactly right.
Fucking goddamn.
Oh man. Like there's still cards in my decks that I have that I pull and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, oh, that's a cool card. Like, yeah, you put it in there at some point.
No, these aren't them. Like the ones where like you have to finish like a battle. It gives you like the list of things you need to do to finish the battle, and then once you finish the battle, you tap it, and then you flip it, and then it's 2-sided, and then on that one, that's actually what you can perform. So you spend basically like half your match like just trying to like get this card to flip it to then do an action to continue playing. It's fucking like there's just so much that keeps, and like when I get like real stuck, I like ask Josh. Josh is like, oh, that's new. I'll have to look into that. It's like, so even he's still learning. And if even he's still learning, I don't think there's a chance of me catching up. Well, I don't think I have the time.
It's like jumping into Destiny now, you know? But no, realistically, that is what it is. It's an updated version of the game. It's like, you know, when you play D&D and you go from like 4th edition to 5th edition or 5th edition to 6th edition, and you see these giant jumps that they've made for the game because they think it's better or whatever. Like it's the same type of thing. I
just live in 4th edition. I don't go anything past that.
I don't play D&D enough to know the differences. I just know people bitch and complain about 5th edition Melee.
That's what I'm talking about. See?
Yeah.
So I stay in 4th. A lot more freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. Way more freedom. More dice rolls. Get the clickety clacks. We started playing Starfinder again. Sean came over to DM and we started playing Starfighter again. It was it's really been a nice little jump back into things because we've been out of it for a few months just because everybody's new jobs, between weddings, different things. Nothing's like lined up specifically.
Yeah, thanks, Cliff.
Well, the thing is you're going to be down here now.
I was literally just thinking that.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm going to be leaving, but I'll be down there for a little bit.
I don't think you should. Here's the thing. I don't think you should take the travel job.
Well, I have to.
I know you have to, but
I have to at first.
Yeah, at first. But I mean, like, you're talking about like family. You're talking about now you're closer to friends.
No, I know.
And you're like, your
it's
first
not like
thing.
I'm planning on doing the travel job indefinitely.
Well, indefinitely is.
But
how long is indefinite, or how long is your goal? A couple years?
No, like a year.
Oh, okay, that's not
Like
so
a
bad.
year, and only like maybe like 3 or 4 assignments.
How long you been?
Granted, each one is like 3 months, but
Yeah, but it's okay. I guess if it's like
I can use that time to A, grow my skills, to also make me more marketable, but B, to also like look for things closer to the area, wait for like something to open up, and if it doesn't, I can still just keep doing it. But the game plan is just to make some real nice quick cash to put into the house, and then find something more stable in the area, so I can be back in the area.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes much more sense. Because unless you, unless the unless you're like the Alaskan crab fisher of like MMR or MMR.
Was it you that was telling
MRI.
Sean to say barf while he was throwing up at your party? Say barf, barf. But he was going like this, and people were just going everywhere. That's what that looks like.
But like, realistically, if you could work for 6 months and then you could take 6 months off because you made like a fucking chunk of cash, or like 4 months off or something like that, that would be
that's
dope, dude.
Well, that's kind of how like the traveling works. Like, you do like one assignment and you make like 36,000 ish, like that assignment. You could do assignments the whole year and make like 140 or like somewhere around there. Some of them are crazy, like the ones in Alaska, they're like 5,500 a week. But like, really, it's like you work, and then you just have like a chunk of time off.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's
not bad.
Yeah, I would try to like space mine out, have like a few weeks home, like in between assignments, and just kind of space them out. But like, it's not something I plan on doing indefinitely.
Yeah, because you're moving to the sticks of the woods where there's fucking, the wood people out in that area. You're gonna leave Janica by herself.
The wood people is me. She'll be with my mom.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To be honest, Janica will probably be at my mom's house more than she is at that house.
Yeah, that and her parents.
Or my mom will be over there
exactly
more often.
I have a sneaking suspicion you guys aren't lasting more than 1 or 2 winters there before she gives up.
I don't think it's going to be the winters. I think it's just going to be
the boredom
living out there.
Yeah. I
think that's going to wear on it.
I think you in general only being able to live off a satellite.
Yeah, that part sticks hard. But that's also a reason why put money in the house. If it's not working out, sell, take the equity, roll it into a new house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's ultimately like what it is. Like, it was either that house was going to be sold, or I come take it over, and whatever bonus equity comes after I get in there and put work into it, I can then roll into next house. That way, mom isn't paying property taxes and like the insurance. Like, I'm covering the bills, so it's not costing her any money.
Right.
But then we're still both like getting ahead on this.
Yeah, and the house, I mean, realistically too, I mean,
it's a nice house.
It's a nice house.
I like it.
It is. It's a nice house.
Location though.
If you were like in your 50s, later 50s or 60s, you were like Cliff's dad that goes in the office.
Still want
like
good internet. That's it. I could get by with that. That's it.
I could live literally anywhere. Because I can find a job anywhere. That's not an issue. But it has to be in a location that has good internet. Well, good internet and probably no tornadoes, right? Like, I just don't want to fucking have to rebuild a house every year. We got the fastest internet ever, but it is a good idea to build your house out of sticks,
like Japan.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. See, and in Japan too, everyone has fiber in Japan. It's a countrywide requirement for anything close to city based.
Yeah,
Everyone
but
has to have fiber.
you have tattoos.
I
You
know.
can't go to some grocery stores.
True. And if
Yakuza.
and that's exactly right. If I we talked about this. If I can't get into certain places because of tattoos, when I get to Japan, I'm getting blasted head to toe. Because there's no getting around it at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm already fucked by one or a couple of them.
Oops.
Oh no! So and like, the amount of like you can't
Come back to America. Why does it say felon across your forehead? They didn't know what it meant in Japan.
Exactly. I've got no kanji on me just in case they write something stupid, but I've written like fucking eat poo ass, you know? Oh God.
You imagine seeing a Japanese dude with like eat poo ass or like something like that. Like, you said it meant courage and strength. So that's in America.
Because I do love that. I love like every time I pick up something like anything that has kanji on it, I'm always checking it because it's like I don't want to be that guy walking around with like a mug or something at an office and the one like Japanese person's like, no, don't put that down.
How many Japanese people you guys work with?
I meant in general. I was not talking about. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It's not even your office. You just know Japanese people work there. Come in with your mug. What do you mean?
In Rancho Cordova for a while, they changed it now, but there used to be that whole Korean market, like right off of like Zinfandel area.
Yeah.
Way back,
like OZ.
Yeah. So way back in the day, before like when we were over there, that they would not let you in unless you were Korean. They were like hard, like would not let people in. I had to prove to them that I was Korean one day when I went in because I was just all.
What did you do? Like sing BTS?
No. I tried to tell them I was like I'm half, and they're like I don't know. I was like my grandmother's last name was Cho. They're like, oh okay, come on in. I was like, oh, okay. So
should have just showed him a picture of your dad.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let me get the. Did you guys ever play Red Dead Redemption? Or was that just all talk?
That was yesterday, last night.
Was it?
I've been working. Yeah,
bro.
That was 12 hours ago.
I've been so busy lately. I go to check the group chat and it's like 100+ messages. That's why I think I texted yesterday. I was like, you people need to get a fucking job. My phone was just going off. I have to actually physically like turn notifications for our group chat off. Not because I don't want to be part of it, because you drain my fucking battery through the day.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It's bad, man. I'm not near wall outlets. I can just plug shit in all the time, you know?
Yeah. I think we had like 88, like I just been sitting there scanning, going. New guy Francisco, I've been having him like run patients just to get like familiar with the floor. So I'm like just turning and burning, just in, out. And like I was like, oh man, started to slow down. I look at my phone, it says 88 messages, and I like open. Nobody else. It's just the group chat, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just phone back down, get back to work. I don't have the time for this.
I opened it, saw the messages, like because like when I click messages, it'll scroll me up to the last read, so that way I'm at the top of the 88, and I started scrolling, and then I was like, I actually don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what anyone said. It may have been the most important stuff in the world. Someone's parent could have died. I've been like, don't care.
Yeah.
Too bad.
It's always the stupidest shit. It's not like anything important's going to be in there.
Couple times. Cliff,
name one.
Cliff made a racist remark and then immediately was like, oh, Cliff's racist before anyone else could say it. And I was like, aw, he's learning.
That's important though.
It's important to me. I'm watching my friend grow.
Okay, bud.
I started playing Throne and Liberty
I have no clue what that is.
It's a new MMO that came out. So it's the next one done by Amazon Studios. It's kind of New World-ish.
Have they learned?
Nope. No.
Nope. One guild already owns the entire map.
Exactly.
There's no competing. We're behind the power curve. Nothing will ever happen.
It's in open beta right now, and I don't know if your character is gonna. I think your character will continue through an open beta because the shop is live and active. So maybe,
or maybe not.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I will say that it's fine. There's some cool
Sounds like it.
synergy to play with. The world is fucking beautiful. It's so cool. There's like sometimes there's like just giant like space whale that flies through, and you can ride on top of them and like get a buff and shit. And it's cool to be in the land and everything and hear like a roar and like look up and see like a space whale fly by. It's like, oh, he's here. Oh! You know, I don't know, man. I
thought of that. Why didn't you just play Ark with us? You just see Aaron cruising over your head.
I don't know. I was hoping I could find something that would have had, you know, where, you know, we can get into something new and play around with it. And there's like hopefully a tank and a healer, like the Holy Trinity. This does not sound like it. It feels very Korean MMO. It's like Amazon Studios' take on Black Desert Online. Feels bad. I've sunk like 4 hours into it too.
Feels bad.
Yeah.
So I've just decided I'm going back to Red Dead Redemption 2. I think I'm going back to console.
Whoa. Well, that's because you have a PC anymore.
Yeah. Well, there's that, but I don't know. I've been like going through like nostalgia feeds of like video games that we used to play, and is kind of like an offshoot, but like it started with, I was scrolling through Twitter and there was a picture of an NPC from BioShock Infinite.
Okay.
And they said, if only people understood the leaps and bounds that animation got from this one character. And somebody's like, I don't get it. They're like, oh, it's a big thing, but everybody wanted to see this character get fucked. So a bunch of nerds figured out how to take the character's skin and manipulate it into different things. And that actually grew animation like tenfold.
Yeah.
And like, just like thinking about BioShock Infinite, I was like, God damn, like that was a fun game.
It was.
That was a good game. And then just like going down, like, I think I might just like get older consoles, buy those like games that I loved and just like replay them. There's one, there is actually one that's just come out yesterday or 2 days ago. Nobody Wants to Die.
No, what is it?
It's
Nobody Wants to. Why does it sound familiar though?
It looks like LA Confidential meets BioShock meets Cyberpunk. It's like New York City, but it kind of has like a noir vibe. And you're like a detective that plays through. I don't know if it's multiplayer. I almost don't care. I'm just kind of looking for a game that's like a fun, like sink some hours into it. And maybe I just want to play console because maybe I just need a new chair. Maybe my back's getting to me.
See, yeah, that's another one too. Oh man, you know, but I started looking at it. Every game that I purchased on Steam Summer Sale, I mean, I think one maybe because I had 9,000% of everything else that was already there, but was mostly just single player games. You know what I mean? I only bought single player games. Have I played anything?
Don't got to worry about cheaters.
I'm so over that conversation. You don't have to worry about cheaters, but that's not the point. The point is I want to play games with my friends. As I get older, I do not have all the time in the world. We don't have the 100 hours we have to sink into video games to get good at them anymore. Right?
We got to plan a weekend like 3 months in advance just to get together.
I mean, Sean alone is like, I got 3 days off. Never mind. I had to go into work 2 days. You know what I mean? Like that's,
I feel that.
that shit is just so common in our life now. That's like, and you know, I mean, Aaron works a job that has him up at the crack ass of dawn cooking all fucking day, You know what I mean? And then leading into the evening and then come home and then still put in time to try and play games with people. And I know there's days where he's just like, I'm fucking beat. That's like, good, dude. Be beat.
Yeah. He's in Discord. We see his icon, but
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then, like, 2 hours later, you gotta go to bed. Orangina's delicious.
You know, Cliff's got his new girl now, and so there's a lot of time spent with that. So now that we get to that point of,
I know, fucking gross, Cliff.
yeah, girls have cooties, don't touch. But like as we start to accumulate more things in our life as we get older, this is the old guy fucking sitting on the edge of the porch, like reminiscing about life, you know, midlife crisis shit. Is that I don't want to spend the time fighting things. I want to just have a nice evening with the guys. Couple beers. I don't drink beer anymore, but couple beers, you know what I mean? A fun game, a little bit of laugh. Will said something about Duck Duck Goose tonight. I immediately disregarded it because I'm not playing that fucking game.
I'll play games with the boys. Will said Duck Duck Goose. I blocked him.
Because I know that would be fun. Those type of things would be fun. I don't know. That is just a devolve that I don't know if I have the stamina for.
I feel like I gotta be like, I'm gonna be talking like this.
Yeah.
I gotta be like talking like through my nose, and like one eye's looking up, the other one's trying to see if I got magic cards. Fucking like, I need to be pretty gone for like Duck Disc. Have you tried playing it sober? Nah, not for me.
I've started sober.
I've started sober-ish.
By the end of it, I've recorded that game so many times with us trying to play, and I'm like, this could be such a fun video. And then it's like, I will never put that out to the public.
Yeah.
Mostly because like by hour 2, no one's speaking English.
Yeah.
How do you spell octopus? You know?
There are some gold moments, though. There are some truly gold moments.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I have...
the betrayals.
The betrayal. My favorite one still is the one I did on Rye. It's just like...
Yeah.
Oh.
I would never die.
Yeah. Listen to me, baby. Listen to me. You know I would never lie to you. I know you would never lie to me. You know, it's just Jacob right there. There wasn't even a what the fuck like response. It was just a dead silence.
Yeah.
God damn. I want to play Dave the Diver. Have you seen this game? It's been out for so long. I want to play it. I don't know why I can't just sit down and play single player games. I always launch it and I'm like, I should just play it. And I just can't get into it. But I just keep watching videos on it. I think.
Have you? Okay, well, obviously you've seen videos on it. That makes you want to play it?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like much to me.
Yeah. It was like Dredge, man. Dredge is another one of those games that didn't seem like it. Like I think the
Dredge does.
overarching story
doesn't.
Dave doesn't?
Not for me.
I don't know. Something about just
Dredge was like, yeah.
it was creepy. It was weird, you know.
Yeah. Dave. We're over Mario, man.
Yeah. Maybe.
Did you
that's
see the
why
video I sent to the group chat?
Which one?
It was like the other side of Mario that we don't see. We see like Mario as like, aha, it's me, Mario. But it's like a bunch of like Koopas and they're around like a crime scene. And it's a plumber ate some psilocybin mushrooms and went on a rampage. He doesn't survive. There's like the Koopa with the crushed in head.
Oh, there's a Goomba with the crushed in head. It was like this Goomba left behind a wife.
If you gave me a full like mini series about that, oh, I'm so in. Dark Side of Mario.
There's a game that I'm finding myself like leaning more towards, like we've always leaned towards stupid games, but stupid games that aren't stupid games. You know what I mean? Like there's actually passion and life behind these games, but for the most part, it'd be like, why the fuck are you playing that type of thing? There's a game called Detective Duck. Is it Detective Duck or Detective Goose or something like that? And it's just like a point and click adventure of you just playing a detective like in an animal world, and it just looks so stupid, but it looks so relaxing and rewarding. And that's what I want. I want relaxing and rewarding.
Okay.
No?
Maybe.
You want to play Red Dead Online. I don't want to play old games.
No, I just want to play Red Dead.
Okay.
But when we were discussing it, I was like, I don't want to play with you fucks. And then I thought about it. Can you imagine if we did have like a bootlegging empire where like there was like role-playing police like on the server like trying to catch us, and we're fucking getting fucking chased through the swamps, and we're losing bottles of shine, and then we're selling it for some reason. I don't know how like RP works, but like we got like a steady income, and then somebody else is new on the block, so we're like feed them to the gators, and fucking hucking them in the swamps, and they're like, fun. Oh god, like if you can get into some shit like that, ooh baby,
see,
that might be peak.
See, and I get so excited by shit like that, and then I go, so we're doing this once every 6 months?
No, exactly. No, that's like I feel like the point of like RP, like you got to be fucking involved.
Yeah.
If I can't commit to like raiding a dungeon every Tuesday, there's no way I could do this. But it sounds nice.
It does sound nice. It does sound nice. I think that's what's always kept me from getting into RP games in itself. Like, or when there have been RP, is like I don't really have the time to like continuously invest in it. And it's also some of it's like really weird. I don't know if I'm comfortable doing some weird shit like that. It's like
when I log into like Grand Theft Auto and they're like, well, we hate to break it to you, you stopped showing up for work, so you didn't get any money. We had to repossess your house. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. This is too real life.
Yeah, exactly. Log in, your wife has left you. She's taking the kids. You gotta move back home with your mom. She's 86.
And this is Beta Cuck Simulator. Like
yeah. God damn. Oh, video games are over, dude. I'm over technology.
It's peaked.
It has.
It's peaked. It can get prettier. It can look better. But man, did just like the cheat industry.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it was just like a harmless cartridge you could plug into your Game Boy or like the top of your Xbox controller just to get like some like God mode in games, and it would turn into this like what I imagine is like the epitome of the downfall of gaming, you know?
Yep. Give all cheat and Doom fucking ruined everything.
That was pretty nice though.
It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice when you were struggling on Hurt Me Plenty. When I was a kid, I was like,
it was pretty nice when you weren't struggling.
Or like Lost, like clip out of bounds so you could just fly and figure out where the exit was. Like, all right, there it is.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. See, at a certain point, like I don't really even know if I ever learned to play the game correctly until I was many years later. I was playing Doom like I was playing Minesweeper. I don't know how to play Minesweeper. I'm just clicking everywhere. Doom, give me Ultimate Life. I'm just like running head on like, oh, this is fucking sick. Just space barring the fuck out of everything.
Yeah,
more.
Man, we had that conversation in the group chat, you know, where it's like, you know, this cheating in games has ruined everything or whatever. And it's like, you can still cheat. There's still bots in like offline games and stuff like that. You know, it's like, well, you're just cheating yourself versus cheating other players and stuff. And it's like, but I think it's just everything.
I bought the hooker. You don't tell me how to fuck her.
There will never be a game that doesn't have cheats online. From here on out.
No, never.
You are right. Gaming has peaked. This is my existential crisis. This is me giving up on video games. I say it. It's an addiction. It's a literal addiction. Like I get home and like I unwind. I turn on YouTube. You know, so I'm just fucking unwinding. I'm watching video games on YouTube. I turn on my computer. I play video games. I'm going to bed, scrolling through stuff, looking at video game stuff. It's a literal addiction.
It's probably doubly more frustrating to me because I have just like all this money sitting here that doesn't work. But easily put, you kind of justify it. You're like, oh, I'll play games with friends. I'll do this. This, like what's in front of me is probably, I don't know, like $12,000 worth of like equipment.
Sure.
The only thing I've spent more on is like my obsession with guns.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, the rig and everything I have here, all the stuff, probably even from the last build to this build, I mean, I'm probably setting upwards of like $8 to $9 grand easily on all the stuff.
Easy.
I just checked my Steam thing, my personal Steam account.
That was rough.
Yeah, dude.
That was rough.
2000. The count was live.
That's impressive. Do you get an achievement for that?
I wish, dude. The count went live in 2012. My first game purchase was 2015 on that account. And
how much was it again?
11,900 something.
Steam Summer Sale been doing you dirty, bro.
I hope not, because well, that was all, so that was that was an accumulation of all money spent. That doesn't necessarily mean all of that was video games.
That's even worse.
Yeah. That means in-game purchases.
Way worse.
That means different things like that.
How many of those games are still live that you have skins in? That's a rough one to think about.
There's so much money invested in my Steam library that is unattainable anymore. You cannot even launch a game, let alone play on any of the online servers that don't exist anymore.
That's why Fortnite's so good.
Stop! It's not. No.
All those day one skins are still there. It's still going.
God damn it. Are we getting into Fortnite then? If we get into Fortnite, I'm downloading cheats.
Oh, you're the worst kind of fucking person.
I won't even.
We played for a day. I don't know what to tell you guys. I can't play anymore.
I'm not even gonna start small. I'm gonna go
just suiciding by cop yourself the first 10 minutes.
Spin bot, like magnet bullets, ESP.
I got back into streaming just so I can spin in a circle and get myself banned.
Yep. See, that'd be interesting. We're not big enough that a lot of people would watch. I wonder how long I could start a new Twitch account or a YouTube account with no viewers and cheat. How long? I want to make that a documentary. That's what we'll do. We'll turn video game into documentary. See how long I can go until either an anti-cheat picks me up or I get reported, and how long it takes before someone notices with me streaming.
That's a hell of a documentary.
Yeah. Well, if what's his name can do it in Tarkov.
Yeah. I was almost about to say, like, oh, these fucking self-righteous cunts that make like documentaries about like this shit, like blah blah. Like, who the fuck even cares about your opinion? But we're podcasting right now, so like,
yeah,
kind of same playing field.
Well, what did Will say to our fucking 6 friends and your mom?
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Don't make Will a pie for Thanksgiving this year. He's being a real dick face.
Yep.
I think the future of our YouTube channel is just going to be music videos.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ever since you put that idea in my head, I've just been thinking. I have already got like the full storyboard for 3 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them won't work anymore because now Cliff's got a girlfriend and he probably won't say yes to it. And I don't know that many strippers anymore, so I don't know if we'll be allowed to videotape in a strip club. But
nothing lasts forever.
I mean, there's no idea.
There are new ideas. That would be sick. I was having that conversation the other day. If I could do anything in the world that would allow me to make money, right? And I'm not talking about the job, the things like that. Like, if you could do anything and it paid your bills, maybe it didn't make you a millionaire, but it also didn't make you have to like grovel or like, oh, well, I have to like only pay this bill and not eat food this week. You know what I mean? You had all of your bases covered. What would you do? What job would you do? What would you could do anything. What would you do?
Be a streamer, be a YouTube creator. Like, if you could tell me enough people would think that my life was interesting, and I could basically like
become the Hawk to a girl. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like imagine like Nick Merckx.
Okay.
Like Nick Merckx, like he's like, I'm gonna go work out. So he starts on like just a workout stream, and he's just looking at TV while he's working out, and then like he's like, oh, like IRL content, but it's just like him hanging with his boys, and then like he also makes money winning games and stuff like that. Like if you were to tell me I could do that, all right,
Yeah.
what's so bad about that?
Nothing is bad about that. I mean, that was the whole dream that we started with. I mean, dream. It's like fucking hungover idea thrown together during the middle of COVID. But that was the idea behind this, is like, oh, it'll just be for our boys, and if we can make some money off it, that'd be dope. I mean, yeah, we haven't, and I don't know what the hell we keep doing, but here we are. But I mean, at the end of the day, like when I think about it, what I've like have enjoyed about doing this stuff,
it's cheaper than therapy.
And it definitely is. It absolutely is. I want to just produce.
It's the reason I need therapy.
Yeah, my friends are the reason I need therapy.
Yeah,
I'd probably be a million miles to rich, or a million miles closer to rich.
If I didn't make fun of me for crying at my wedding, but man, you should see how I cry in my girl's arms when she holds me after I come home with a long day of reading the group chat. They said I fucking suck at Apex again. It's okay, sweetie.
You cry because we talk truth?
Yeah. I can't handle the truth.
I want to produce things. I want to produce videos. I want to produce music and fucking movies and shit like that. That would be the absolute kicker dream. Just sit down in a studio and just produce stuff and just put things together and just make grand events of, you know, just movies or video and shit like that. That'd be so sick to do.
See, produce like producers,
not like
movie producers, movie producers that like, because they just kind of like spitball and give like general ideas,
like
right?
Kanye West producing.
Oh, well, there goes our fucking Jewish listeners. L'chaim.
Do we have any Jewish listeners?
If we do, I'm sorry.
Kanye's not new Kanye, old Kanye.
Oh, that's easy, dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just go get your jaw broken and sit in front of a computer.
Yeah, just no Jay-Z.
And get 2 polos popped.
Yeah.
Fucking so easy.
The goofy ass little fucking kid backpack.
Yeah.
God. The blinder shades.
Yeah. God, between that and like that. What's another one? I Am Sue. Remember when everyone was dressed up like I Am Sue with his fucking like mullet?
Yep.
Afro.
Who's the
I'm gonna be honest, I just miss like early 2000s rap look.
Yeah.
Just undefeated.
The
before the 4X tall tees.
Like, I think my favorite time in what would be hip hop rap time period, that cycle was LMFAO. That was the kicker.
You done took it too far.
Never, no way, man. No way.
Were they great? Was Party Rock Anthem possibly the best music video of all time? Could have been. Could have been.
I learned a SpongeBob for that video.
But that is that could be the downfall. That could be the downfall.
I don't think so.
That was the peak.
that was the peak. I don't think that was the downfall.
I don't know.
Sippin' Slizzerp was the fucking downfall.
Easy. Easy.
You can't lump Party Rock and not that one together, or keep them separate by any means.
Paul Wall?
Oh my God, no!
You're gonna attack Paul Wall here?
Come on, man.
Rob the jewelry store and tell him make me some grills.
Yeah, but that's
sitting sideways.
That's Nelly. That's like saying Traxamillion is the dopest fucking rapper out there. R.I.P. R.I.P.
That fucking mixtape was fire.
It's so good, dude. I just listened to the Federation, like that whole album again. Oh, oof. There's
opens up with a Harry Potter. Yeah, area. Let's go, team.
That's like get a report card. With Rick Rock beats you, I feel all rocky.
Ooh. Remember Asian E40?
Yeah.
Just a fat Asian dude.
Yeah.
Just the most perfect fucking the crack of that was back. Ooh.
God.
That was also I wonder what he's doing. That was also like the real early days of YouTube before like he was big, but like I don't think anybody was making money back then.
No. And if they were, it was a very select few group of people.
What was it? Bay Life?
Bay Life? Yeah, it was Bay Life, yeah.
Yeah.
God. Do you remember what was that? Oh God, I'll have to remember his name. I can't remember. There's another Asian kid. You know the video. He's in like a pink polo. He goes fucking hard. Skinny little dude. Rich fuck. What's his name? I don't know. I'll send it to you. It'll all come back. You'll see it and you'll be like, oh, I remember this.
Is it once again going to be like 5 days from now in Discord? Like, damn, you'll just blurt out. I won't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That Stick by Rich Chiga.
Careful saying that one.
Oh, he changed his name to Rich Brian. My bad. That video goes hard. The goofiest little tiny Asian dude, and he's got bars, and he just spits.
This was almost 10 years ago?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
I think I just saw this like last year.
No way, man.
Unless he's making a resurgence.
That's also another thing that's tripping me the fuck out, dude. Tripping me the fuck out. We're more than halfway through this year. As of 5 years ago, that was COVID. 5 years.
Yeah, that's weird.
Bro, and then you trace it back even farther. I started looking up stuff. I'm like, oh man, remember this? And like I pull up a YouTube video, and it's like 12 years ago, 14 years ago, 17 years ago. I'm
fucking
like,
CERN colliders, man.
Bro, I just keep time warping is what happens. Every time I open my eyes, it's another 5 years. This is why you can't work every day of your life. Like, you think about it. When you're growing up as a kid, man, this is existential crisis podcast is what this fucking is. This is a cry for help. If you don't hear from me by tomorrow, I'll hug myself for the fucking rafters.
I think we're gonna put a disclaimer at the bottom here now.
But like that, the idea is like when you're a kid, man, everything is like every day, every year. Like you get through school, then you got summer and stuff, and it just felt like things just kept going and going and going and going. It was like everything was new and interesting, and then you hit this point where all of a sudden you start working, and every year is the same shit. You're just looking at the same fucking paperwork. Come home to the same bills, the same fucking meal you're eating every year. Man, the same goddamn stupid fucking games and stupid cheaters. I'm over it, man. I want change.
Man. You sucked me in on that one,
dude.
I just saw like a video montage of you like staring, and like the bills are like all the same, but like all the different years. And you're like, it's the same food. And you're like pulling a hungry man out of the microwave and peeling off the plastic that you've done 1,000 times and fucking.
Me and Sean wrote this like stupid black and white like short movie that we were going to produce, like put together and do it. It was following this guy's life. His name was Frank, and it was just the most somber fucking shit thing ever. It was like every day he like wakes up and like pops the pill thing, like it's a Wednesday, pours the pills in his hand, and he's got his like breakfast laid out, and it's like bowl of cereal, cup of coffee, and the next day is the same thing over and over, and it's like, you know, it goes through his life, and he just goes to work, and he's a crane operator, and it just everything just is just shitty and sucky about it, whatever. We have this whole movie read out. It's like his whole routine in the morning is like cup of coffee, bowl of cereal, his meds, click, like nothing goes off, goes out, does his job, shows up at work. And like the whole thing is at the very end of it was like him up in the crane thing, and there's a fire and everything's, there's a giant explosion, the building's working, everything's, and it's the whole movie's done in black and white. And then for the first time ever, like there's actual color, but you only see it from his face, like through like the glass of like the crane operator, and like you see the fire explosion, and it's the first time ever he's got like this smile on his face, and then it cuts to black, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then you just hear from the radio like, Jesus Christ, Frank, I can't believe you made it. We're getting you down in a minute. And then you just hear him go. Oh man.
Not a bad short.
No, it's not a bad short at all, you know?
You might want to just bleep everything that you just said out.
We've been talking about this for fucking years. We were gonna shoot this in like high school, and we just never got a chance to get around to doing it.
Hey. Now we're bald and look the part.
That's exactly right.
Now we've been driven to his.
I probably know a few people that I could actually get up on a crane and we could shoot the the video, you know? But I was just like, we talked about that so long ago. Me and Sean talked about that so long ago because we were like, oh, that's just how it's going to be when you get older. I'm getting older and it's real life. That's what's happening, man. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. I'm going to start robbing banks or something. I just got to put some spice in my life.
Yep.
Yep. That's the concern face.
Yep.
Oh!
Okay, first off, I think we are gonna have to put like a little disclaimer, like yeah, your life matters or something like that. Because when I was looking up the Nobody Wants to Die, I had the name wrong and I typed in No One Wants to Die.
Uh-huh.
I'll do it right now. You are not alone. It like gives you a number where you can just call a suicide helpline and chat with people and stuff like that. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, did I type something in wrong? And then I really read it, and it's like, if you or someone you know is having a hard time, talk to someone today, and blah blah blah. There's like, if you want to see your results, click down here. It's like, oh shit, it's a tiny little button. This is serious shit you're talking about right now.
There's also something you can't.
Come on, Frank.
You can't
get it together.
You can't Google like butter chicken or something like that, or no, chicken soup. Or I think it's chicken soup. Google chicken soup real quick and see what pops up.
What?
It's the weirdest thing. Chicken soup.
Well, that's crazy because it comes up chicken soup.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Chicken noodle soup?
Nope. Mine just says chicken soup. It has not adjusted itself for anything.
Okay.
This is content.
This is content. Doesn't matter.
Have that on your fucking bingo card?
I don't know. There was something that someone was saying is like you can't, because there's associations with things now that like I maybe I have it wrong, or it's noodle soup or some shit like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's like associated with abuse or something like that. I don't remember what it was. And so like your whole phone will like take over and be like, like this and that and the other thing.
You fucking soft pieces of shit out there who's got to have a fucking like a catchphrase or a euphemism for everything, but you want to feel like you're special, so you're creating it and you're like, yeah, and you try to get shit trending on Twitter, and now you're taking chicken fucking soup from us? Get the fuck out of here.
I recommend everyone listen to the new Eminem album. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's so good. I've been just watching. I didn't even realize the album came out. I just started watching Gen Z's reactions to songs, and they're just like
the older songs.
No, off of this album, and they're just like, you can't say that. It's like every video.
Because I was getting big into like them actually figuring out like who he is when he starts. Because like Houdini came out and they're like, he said some terrible stuff. They're like, you think that's bad? Yeah. Listen to this. And they're like, oh my God, how does he not get arrested for this?
His whole new album is all this whole thing of like Shady's back. And then it's the whole thing of like, you can't say that. Like we're Marshall now, like not anymore. And then it just like goes into like more fucking just off the wall shit. He just, for some reason, the whole album is him just attacking Christopher Reeves. Like, it's just so weird.
Isn't that an old dig too, though? Didn't he used to?
But it's constant, and it's just it's so good and so well thought out.
Chris Reeves dead before he like
I'm pretty
got
sure.
Big.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, no. Okay, on the way out, name one famous person off the top of your head. Quick, go.
Jenna Jameson.
Kurt
I've been watching a lot of her TikToks, and
Okay.
don't you fucking
Kurt
dare put his
Russell.
name out there. God damn it.
Yep, done.
Now Jenna Jameson, I've been seeing a lot of like she's like making like this like trying to come back, but it's really sad because like you can tell she's got a lot of filters on, also with all of her makeup. And she's like, "Hi guys, I'm doing so good." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, God, it's like that like Chihuahua that comes out at like a 17-year-old Chihuahua that comes out at like the parties is like,
yeah,
like,
it's the one that's got the tongue hanging out of the side of its mouth.
Yeah,
give me a
God,
war face.
if you were to tell me 10 years ago that I'd be sad beating off to this, I would call you a liar.
Whatever happened to Jenna Marbles?
Politics.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
She took a side.
Oh.
She took a side, and everybody's like, nah. She's like, oh no.
Green Party. She sided with Mitt Romney. All right, let's get the hell out of here. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.